What up, my friend? Let me just continue on the page 260. I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, maybe 260. After I wrote my telegram, the operator girl said to me, "Do you really think we are soon Taonan?" I did not want to alarm her, so I said, "I only put that down because my sister-in-law is absent-minded, because my sister-in-law is absent-minded. This will make her hurry before she forgets." The girl laughed and congratulated me for being so clever. I liked her very much. I didn't know her real Chinese name, but she was nicknamed Wang Betty, beautiful Betty, because she looked like that actress Betty Davis that everyone liked so much. She combed her black hair in the same style. Her voice was husky, and her eyes were big, droopy down below, swollen on top, although I think she had some kind of thyroid or kidney disease that made her look this way. She was a typical Nanjing girl who had caught a lightning marriage, met a pilot, then married him right away, that fast. The pilot was someone from Wenfu's class. I didn't know him too well. He died maybe only 2 or 3 weeks after the marriage, but it was enough time for him to leave behind the start of a baby. 4 days later, I went back to the post office. My sister-in-law, she was so bad. She sent the money immediately. 2 days later, not to me, but to Wenfu. That's what Wang Betty said. Wenfu had already come in to pick it up, and what could she do? His name was on the banknote. That was my money from my dowry, I told Wang Betty, and that was supposed to be our running away money just in case we needed it to save our lives. Betty offered me tea from her thermos. "Ah, this is terrible. This is always what happens to women, to wives. It's true. Me, I had no dowry. Of course, not like you. 400 yuan, that's quite a lot of money." 4,000 altogether, I corrected her, and her mouth grew big. And furniture too, heavy wood, many things, but now it belongs to his family. They claimed it. "Same thing happened to me," she said, shaking her head. "When my husband died, the survival money from the Air Force, all of it went to his family. Nothing to me. So you see what I have to do to earn food for myself and this child inside me." She tapped the letters she was sorting. "Now the family is saying I should go back to Nanchang, have the baby, give them their grandchild. After that, they said, I can leave, do what I want. I ask you, why should I go there and let them treat me so bad? Do they think I'm a duck, laying the eggs so they can eat them?" I laughed. That's how Wang Betty was, always speaking honestly, straight from her liver, the same bow in her words. And soon, I found myself talking the same way. "I'm going to ask him to give my money back," I said. "That's right," she said. "Reason with him. The money is yours. The money is for Taonan. The money is mine, for Taonan. No excuses. No excuses." A lot of big words. I returned home to reason with Wenfu. "We need the money for Taonan," I said. "You never know what is going to happen to us." "Who told you we are Taonan?" he asked. He said, picking his teeth. "Even so, this is my dowry money," I said firmly, and Wenfu turned his mouth down in an ugly way. "What would you do with so much money? Become a rich, happy widow?" "Don't say such things," I cried. "Then you should not say such things," he shouted, and just like that, all my big words no longer made any sense. It was as though the worst part of his heart could see the worst part of mine. Of course, I had not been thinking he might die, but once the thought was out, once he put it there, my red face could not hide my black heart. How do you reason with a husband like that? Later that night, I found out how useless my words had truly been. Wenfu had already spent all the money. A Cantonese pilot from the 4th class had left a car at the airport, then died in a crash. Wenfu now owned that car. Oh, what bad luck. How could Wenfu think about buying a dead pilot's things? As if he were still running his family business, turning a dead person's tragedy into his joy? If we really are 逃难, he said, we can use the car to escape. Now you see what kind of smart husband you have. I said nothing, of course. The car is very fast, he added, still dreaming about it. But if they send us inland, I said, then we have to go with the others, by truck or boat. Don't be so stupid. If we cannot take the car, we can sell it at twice what I paid for it, and for gold, not just paper money. I started to think that maybe I was wrong. Maybe this was the best idea, and I should not be so stubborn. It must be a very good car, I said. Huh, of course it is very good, he said. What do you think, that I don't know how to make a good business deal? But that afternoon I saw what he drove back, an old sports car, a Fiat, I think, with its top cut off. What is it? What is that word Americans have for such a bad car? A jalopy? That's it. It was a little jalopy. Dusty and dented, no top to keep the rain, snow, or cold air out, and the passenger side door would not open. Of course, any kind of car was rare during the war, a luxury. So Wenfu did not mind that he paid the dead pilot's family 10 times what the car was worth. He was honking the horn, laughing and shouting. Huh, now what do you think? I smiled back, letting him think I was proud that he had made such a good business deal with a dead man. And then he told me to climb in over the broken door. You have to imagine, I was already 6 months pregnant, and I had on so many layers of clothing because of the bitter weather, so I was working hard to throw one leg over. Wenfu was eager to go. He was grinning. He was honking the horn. Let's go, lazy, he shouted, and then pushed down hard on the gas pedal so that the engine roared loud, making me think he would take off before I got my other leg in. I let him take me for a drive, down the main boulevard, out the east wall gate, over narrow icy bridges, then down long dirt roads that took us into the foot of the purple and gold mountains. My hair was whipping my cheeks, cold air was blowing into my ears, numbing my brain. Watch this, Wenfu shouted, then made the car go faster. Just as I screamed and closed my eyes, he turned a corner fast, leaving big ruts where our wheels had twisted. This is a good car, very good, he shouted. He turned the wheel again, one way, then another, missed a muddy pothole, then a slow donkey cart. He honked at a young boy, sent him scrambling into a rain-filled gully. He ran over a line of 6 ducklings, too new in this world to know they should have been scared. And every time I pointed out some fast-coming danger or slow-moving calamity, when I screamed or covered my eyes, Wenfu laughed. I think it was the best time he ever had with me. Alrighty, I'm going upstairs. Thanks for reading with me. This was a fun story.